Hey guys, Newbie here, and today I'm finally ready to announce that the GamePRo for the new 3DS versions is officially available. So this is the new 3DS XL version, and I've actually been working really hard behind the scenes on this and a couple of new design features, so I just wanted to show them off quickly to you. One thing you might be able to notice is just looking at these bits, the servo mounts. So I've moved away from the concept of trying to screw the screws in horizontally, and instead I've made it so that the servo motors just fit into the slots like so, and then there's actually a clamp that screws down from on top that holds them in place like that. So I just find that's a little bit more of a robust way to hold them in place. It's a little bit easier to get them in place, and that way the screw holes don't wear loose as much. So that's one new design feature. Another thing you might notice is that on the new 3DS versions, the start and select buttons are both over on the right hand side. So I've had to change the soft reset mechanism, but you can see I've actually tied in the Wonder Trade feature, which is this rod here, with the soft reset, which is this piece here basically that presses the start and select buttons. So I've managed to combine those two features onto the same servo motor. So the Wonder Trade, if it goes one way, it'll press the Wonder Trade icon on the screen, and then if it rotates the other way, the game will soft reset. So that's one new innovation that I've added. Obviously this rod here is specifically designed for Aura, so it's probably going to change with Sun and Moon. But the way that I've designed it, it's only really one part that would need changing for that feature. Another thing that I've been working on is the actuators. So I've actually moved to a full 3D printed actuator. That's these little guys here that go on the end of the servo motors. And it may be a little bit tricky to see here, but I've actually put the gears on the inside of that 3D printed part, so that way you don't have to muck around with the servo horns and so on. And the other big change that you'll notice is, of course, the frame is all now made of plastic, so this is all 3D printed and some parts are cut on the laser. So this is basically going to be the standard model now, replacing what was the limited edition aluminium versions. Now I did want to address a couple of points quickly. The first one is the change that they've made in Sun and Moon, where you can no longer use the D-pad for movement. So I'm trying to move my character around at the moment, and it's not happening because you have to use the circle pad. I can still access things like the menu and navigate through that using the arrow keys on the D-pad, but you have to use the circle pad for moving around in Sun and Moon. So I've already got underway the development of control of the circle pad. Now when that feature becomes available, it'll just be a matter of replacing one of these servo mounts on the left hand side. So it doesn't mean you have to replace your whole GamePRO, it would be just this one piece, and I'll of course make that available for purchase on its own. And the other thing I just wanted to mention quickly is if you're interested in purchasing a GamePRO, or you just want to get a little bit more detail, the information is under my channel if you click on the About section. So I'll leave that linked in the description, but that's got all the information on the price and how to order and that sort of thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you're as excited for Sun and Moon as I am, and until next time, see ya!